Let's do this.
Hi guys, welcome back to Reality. I'm Danny.
And I'm Danielle, and today we're going to be talking about summer wells and updates and some other stuff we have in store. A little nice surprise.
Right. So there's a big update, guys. I'm just going to play the sound clip for you. Let me get it up here. Okay, here we go.
I'm surprised she left in the ringing.
Hello?
Don.
Hey.
Hey, it's Jay.
Hey.
Hey, I haven't talked to you in a little bit. I wanted to call and check in on you.
Yeah, everything's pretty crazy.
Yeah, you don't sound good.
No, me and my wife's just been going through a lot.
Are the kids okay?
They're fine.
The rumor is that they were taken out of the home. Were they taken from you guys? Were they? Oh no.
Yeah.
Yesterday?
A couple days ago.
I'm so sorry.
Right now, with everybody attacking us and all this stuff going on, right now, it's probably better for them.
Was it for their safety? Like from that?
No, there's more to it than that. But,
Is it more in the case with what's
these cops and everything?
Are you there?
And everywhere we go, they take pictures of us, and just on and on and on. It's just never ending.
Yeah, were people still coming to the house? You cut out for a second there.
Well, yeah, we had the cops come up there the other day. They wanted Candace to do another, lie test, but I told her unless it's TBI, don't do it, because they're just trying to hem you in on something.
Is this the sheriff that wants her to do it?
I don't know for sure, but
wow.
I mean, I'll cooperate fully with TBI.
Have you guys thought about getting an attorney?
Yeah, we have an attorney.
Oh, okay. What does he think she should do?
What's that?
Does he think she should do it or no? Like he should be giving you guys advice, you know?
I haven't talked to him about that. I wouldn't do it unless it's, like I told her, unless it's TBI. I'm willing to work with them. They're more of a professional. I'm not going to go with some county trying to nail us for something we ain't done.
Right.
I ain't even going to talk to them.
Right. Did she tell them that?
No, I'll tell them that at all. I mean, I'll let them know. Whatever, but it's just,
they don't want you to do one though, just her.
No, yeah, just her.
Yeah, everybody's really pointing fingers at her. They really are.
Yeah, and they're all dead wrong.
And you know that Hunter's mother, Allie, and her son, these interviews, they came out there.
Yeah.
Oh, that guy came and saw you guys, didn't he? Chris or whatever? Did he come to your house? Chris McDonough?
Not that I know of. I don't know.
Dude, there's so much going on. I had to check in with you because there's so much swirling around and I just want to get it from you.
It's just crazy. I mean, she's she's at the end of her ropes, you know. She ain't got a friend, one, hardly, except for in church.
Can't believe people can't get over that shaved head. It just drives me nuts.
That's just
People
ridiculous.
talk about that.
So you feel like everybody's turning on her.
Everybody's turning on both of us.
On you too? Because I've heard the one lady that sat down with Allie, what was her name? Missy or Misty?
Yeah.
She didn't say anything bad about you. She was going for Candace.
Yeah, and I don't see why. They don't have, thing of it is, they're just grasping for straws, man. They don't know what they're talking about. They don't know what the TBI knows. They don't know anything, nothing.
Right.
Exactly. They just think they do.
I don't believe she had anything to do with it. You know, why would this? I mean, like, you know, a lot of parents do this crazy.
I just wanted to pause it for a minute because I wanted to point something out. So they have an attorney, but he has no idea what the attorney says about Candace taking another lie detector test. What are you using this lawyer for?
Or he doesn't want the public to know.
Yeah. I hope to God, I pray that Candace isn't involved, because I'm pretty positive that Dawn isn't. And it's bad enough for him to lose his daughter, but his daughter at the hands of somebody that he loves. I really, really pray that doesn't end up being this.
Me too. You should put on your headphones for the next video so we can talk through it. Yeah, I don't think that, for one, I don't think Donald Wells had anything to do with it at all. I think he's in the clear because he was at work. But like he said, TBI already did their lie detectors. TBI is not going after him. So I don't understand why the county is. I mean, TBI said that they had already taken lie detectors and they weren't going after them. So now why is TBI? Oh, you're muted. I mean, not TBI, but why is the county sheriff's office?
Right.
And I don't know if it's because they want to make a name for themselves because it's a little town and they have all this huge thing for them now. I just don't know.
Yeah,
what do you
I don't
think?
know. I'm really, really holding out hope that Candace didn't have anything to do with it.
See, and another thought I have is, you brought this up earlier. How could she have possibly gotten the little boys to keep that story straight?
That's the only thing that's keeping me from, really believing that she had anything to do with it, because they're kids.
Exactly.
You're not going to get 3 boys' stories to line up.
And even if you try to, by putting the fear of God in them, then you're going to notice these little kids are terrified and they're sitting there trying to keep up a story. That's just, it's not believable.
Right.
It's just, it's just not.
So we also have a video, guys, that is a psychic reading. I don't know if any of you follow
Aphrodite. I love Aphrodite. He gets a lot of things right. I've been watching him for years. He goes on Twitch and does readings too for people. If you're a subscriber, you get these things called penance, and you use them to get readings. He's really good, really, really good.
We were hoping that he would do one on Summer too. So,
and it just went up.
Yeah, I'll finish this phone call. The entire phone call, guys, is like 9 minutes, so we have like a few minutes left of it. That's it, and then we will play the Aphrodite video and react to that as we watch, because we're excited about that one.
Yeah, and we haven't watched it at all yet, so we'll be seeing it for the first time with you guys.
Right. All right. Here's the rest of that call, and the credit for this call goes to Jay for Justice.
We'll link her below.
To the kids, but Candace is not one. She loves Summer with all her heart and is ripping her apart.
So yeah, with that, I want to ask, like, people are saying that she was jealous of Summer because of your relationship with Summer.
No mother is jealous of their child.
You never felt like she was jealous of her and the attention you gave her? Well, I don't think she should be. I mean, that's a totally different kind of relationship.
Be jealous of her daughter's love with her dad. That's ridiculous.
Right. You would be grateful that your husband loves you.
Yeah, she was grateful.
Yeah.
She wasn't. was the case, yeah, I love her, but she was never jealous of that. That's my daughter. What is there to be jealous of? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I totally agree. I think it's bizarre.
They're nuts. I'll tell you that right now. They're all nuts.
Yeah. This is
And
just
it
crazy.
goes on and on and on. And the only relief that we have is when we open our Bible and read a little bit about God's love,
That's
because that's
sad to
the
me.
only love there is in this
That
world.
all the speculation has
That's
just.
it.
That's why I wanted to call you today. I don't know if that's inappropriate because I know it's your Sabbath. I wasn't calling to bother you, but I was thinking about you, and I
It's
knew
okay
that.
to do good on the Sabbath.
Yeah, and I just was thinking about you, and I wanted to check in and let you know that somebody was thinking about you, and just to see how you guys are holding up, because these interviews that I've seen.
Satan's trying to tear our world apart, and he's had a high degree of success, but we're trying not to allow him to tear us apart any more than he already has.
It's all you can do.
Yeah, I mean, they come at me and said I had somebody, either posing or said they had the inside scoop of TBI and that they knew that I sold my daughter for drugs. And I flipped out. I believed that stuff. Like an idiot. I believed it. Then I flipped out. I started drinking and everything else. That's why they took our kids.
She's such a cute little girl.
No,
But I'm not gonna let it happen again, though.
Yeah. I mean, I understand you're under a lot of pressure and a lot of
and that's
stress.
because of all the
Is that why
speculation
you stayed
everybody's
off
putting
of
online.
Facebook?
Right. I really don't think he had absolutely anything to do with it. And
no, I don't either. But the speculation is driving their family insane because
right.
There's just a new video every day of something, and someone even commented, who I saw in this chat in the video we're showing you guys, someone said, who shaved that little girl's head? Someone who is jealous?
Yeah.
Are you serious? She wanted
abuse.
it's abuse, it's everything else under the sun. It's like, no, she wanted her head shaved to be like her mother. And she even took every kid cuts their hair. My son, when he was 3, took clippers and shaved one little strip right here. She wanted her head shaved, so she took some clippers and took a part off the back. So they went ahead and shaved it for her. I mean, come on now. Girls have short hair now. We're not living in the 40s and the 50s.
My sister is 3 years older than me. And when we were growing up, I had really, really thick, long hair. She always had really fine, thin hair. So my mom always kept her hair really short and mine was always long. And my sister was getting her hair cut, and I had the biggest temper tantrum ever, begging for my mom to let me cut my hair. And she, for hours, she, said, no. And I just kept on until she let me get my hair cut. And then I got my hair cut and I bawled because
you hated it.
My long hair. But that stuff happens all the time with kids. I mean, the speculation is just crazy.
And I'd be willing to bet
because they cut her hair. Now we don't know in the end, what is going to come out that happened or whatever. But I personally don't want to be the one that is coming up with all these off the wall speculations
and rooting this family's mental health.
Right. And then in the end to find out that, she didn't do anything.
Mm-hmm. Even if she did, you shouldn't be speculating like that. It's not your place, period.
Right. Exactly. How do you guys feel? And also, what do you think about no shade at Jay for the call, but I just wonder how everybody feels about her calling him at this time when things are just falling apart left and right for that family.
I think it's a little inappropriate, and I think she probably did too, because she even asked that question and then tried to make it out like because it was the Sabbath. But I just think it's inappropriate to call him, period, and to blast it online. Like, did he know that he was being recorded? Because she didn't tell him, and that's illegal. You have to have consent to record someone and then to post it on anywhere. Like, just to record him, you need consent. And we heard the phone ringing, and then she went right into the talk. So we don't even know if she had consent, if he knows she put it up, or what.
She might have recorded it ahead of time, and then after their conversation,
right? That's what I'm saying. Yeah, we just don't know though.
Permission, but that's one thing about having a channel that I don't know. I'm sure there's going to come uncomfortableness, you know what I mean, when it comes to reaching out to family
Yeah.
and things about stories like this, guys, because I mean, I cannot imagine what the family is going through.
No.
And
It's
then to
got to be
have,
the worst thing in their worst nightmare.
yeah, and you know, the law enforcement literally has begged the media, begged.
To stop the speculation.
Yes. And I mean, and I don't know if anybody else picked up on the interview room when they did the interview with H, the one that was at the swimming hole with them.
Mhm.
Um, I forget what I was going to say. Oh, even he was saying during his interview, he was repeating things that were, you know, said
From
in some of
yeah.
these YouTube videos, chat rooms, and everything. The
Mhm.
speculation that, you know, Candace could have done this, or Candace could have done, I mean,
It's like coulda, yeah, but did she? And the
right.
thing is that all the speculation is leading to people calling in false tips, which is slowing down the investigation. They've begged people to stop calling in with tips from stuff they've heard online, etc., and people just keep doing it. It drives me
And
nuts.
like when they showed the swimming hole and there was twisted tea cans and whatever around it, and people are like, they never checked there, they never checked. Really, people?
I know. You really think they
think
didn't check there? Come on now. They've checked some places over and over and over and over again.
Right, and you think it took a tip from a YouTube viewer to tell them to go back and find the tea that H drank at the swimming hole?
Oh, that
Really?
cracks me up that they think that they have that
Right?
much relevance.
It is ridiculous, guys. I
It
mean,
is.
I'm not saying that that she's completely innocent, that the whole family's.
Yeah,
We don't
I'm not
know.
saying whether she did it or not. I'm just saying nobody knows at this point, and it's just irresponsible to speak it like it's truth. That's all.
Exactly. Yep.
All right, let's watch Antiraggy.
All right, here we go.
Let's get into the good one that we're excited. Yeah, I was hoping he would do one because he's done other true crime like John Benet Ramsey, Madeline McCann. So I'm excited.
Yeah.
He's really good.
Yeah,
A lot of his stuff comes true.
We had just been saying a couple days ago, guys, we wanted him to make a video. So
yeah, he's predicted a lot of stuff. He predicted the whole James Charles when he lost those 3 million subs.
Right, and this is, I'm going to put it on maybe 1 1/4. I don't know. If
He's a pretty fast speaker.
Yeah,
already he speaks really fast.
Yeah, so if that's too fast, we'll slow it down to normal. It's only a 21-minute video though, guys, so
yeah, it's not long at all.
Too bad. But any comments or anything, go ahead, leave them in the comments. We will be able to chat while we are watching this.
Yeah, we'll address them.
And if anybody wants to call in to talk about any of this, the link is in the chat room. And here we go.
Ready here, your pop culture psychic, back to you again with another true crime reading. This time it's on Summer Wells. She's a missing little girl. I don't really know much about the story. I didn't do too much research or anything like that because I wanted to go in
he never does.
Kind of cold turkey here. I believe she's still missing. Now, I'm going to try my best to see what happened. No promises. I don't know what I'm going to get. I don't know if it's going to be helpful. I don't even know if it's going to be accurate, honestly. When I do stuff like that, when I do stuff like this, like that, this. Grammar is hard. When I do stuff like this, it's hit or miss.
I love him so much.
I'm just trying to help. My intention here is to help and to try to give some information. Maybe it'll sort of help things.
Yeah, he's my fave.
Remember, these readings are all alleged for entertainment purposes only, and let's get started. You know what's interesting is I'm tongue-tied and I'm really nervous. I usually don't get nervous before readings, and I'm like very easily tongue-tied, which makes me think that there's like a piece of information that's going to come soon for sure. Because I'm like, when I'm feeling the way I'm feeling is kind of just like, I'm trying not to have the glare there, but it's going to happen regardless. I'm feeling like I'm just like, I don't know what the word is. Antsy. I'm feeling antsy. I'm trying to get this so that there's not a giant glare, but you're going to have to bear with me because I think it might be inevitable. We have a new green screen that I'm working with here, so you can maybe see the cards better, but I'll just hold it up. Okay, so the Hermit is reverse. So this is about getting out of her comfort zone, but this is also about getting out of home, right? So this makes sense because I believe she was kidnapped from her home allegedly. Now the Moon is reverse, which is a revealing of a secret, and the 9 of Cups, not getting what I want. So
Oh no. We should have put on a different one.
some piece of information was told, and it doesn't look like the reaction they wanted was received. Huh. So the Knight of Cups is reversed. Knight of Cups is like premature or immature. And the Ace of Pentacles is reversed, a waste of resources. And the Eight of Wands is reversed. So the Eight of Wands is like a slowing down. There's an issue. Why do I feel like there's like a red herring or a wild goose chase in one of the pieces of information?
Wild goose
The Page of
chase.
Swords is reversed. So Page of Swords is that's like not fighting for something. The Hangman, don't want to let go, and the Knight of Wands, action. So there has to be some piece of information that's slightly skewed. Some piece of information about the story is skewed. I can tell you that because they didn't get the reaction they were hoping for. I don't know if it's like I wanted. I don't know if I can't tell the intentions yet, so I'm not sure if it's like I didn't get the reaction I was hoping for, or if I don't want people to know this part. Something is laced. Something is laced in shame.
Uh-oh.
So something is laced in shame. So some part of the story is laced in shame, and it's reworked.
So somebody
I'm
was
not sure
ashamed.
if it's a like big part of the story or if it's small.
Could be something
But
tiny.
I think that the story, there wasn't the reaction that was had from what was told is not what they were hoping. This also isn't the first time. This isn't the first time that something like this has happened. The Knight of Pentacles is consistency in the world is
should've
reversed.
watched
So
the
the world
mic,
is a
no.
cycle. Okay. So this is like the ending of a cycle, and the Death card is reversed. So to me, there has to be something similar. There has to be a similar story. I don't know if it's from the same situation or what it is, but there's something similar here that's related to, in some capacity. I don't know what the parallels there are. But there is something there because the Death card is reversed. So to me, that makes me think of either death would represent either someone who's dead or missing here. So they both would fall in line with that. But the Death card is also a transformation or a change as well. So it's like a death and a rebirth. So for me, it's like it has to be. Think of the death and rebirth in the world reverse as like the ending of a cycle and changing. So it's like very similar. So there has to be two instances of this type of, I don't know, case or something. It's just related. I'm trying to correlate the cards together so you guys can understand. Why am I pulling a job card?
Wonder if it means that her sister's
So the
disappearance is
Hierophant
related.
is commitment reversed. It's also marriage reversed. The Three of Pentacles is job, and that's reversed. And the Five of Cups is disappointment. So there has to be some sort of issue with someone's job. I don't know if it's mom, dad. I'm not sure. Job has some sort of relevance to the story. Did someone say they were at work or they went to a job or something?
Yes.
But they didn't.
Don Wells was at work.
I don't know if it was maybe it's a suspect that said they were at work and they weren't. Because to me, there's something here. So the Three of Pentacles reversed and the Hierophant's reversed. So to me, I see that as like that's someone whose alibi doesn't really add up. I see that as like maybe it's like someone in the neighborhood that saw something or something like that. Because to me, it reads as my alibi doesn't stand strong because even if I was there, I could have left and came back.
Uh-oh.
That's the vibe that I'm getting.
That has to be Don.
The Hierophant is reversed as well.
He did.
He was at work.
Yeah, but the boys were supposedly at work with him, I thought. And then the boys were home when she came home with Summer.
See, I never heard that they were at work with them, so I don't know.
Yeah, so
I heard that they were all at the swimming hole and then came back for gardening with the mom. And then it all happened, so I don't know.
The boys weren't at the swimming hole with the mom, just Summer and that boy of her friends.
Oh. I don't know, but it wouldn't be that, though, because he said it has to do with the alibi, so I don't
Well,
know.
yeah, because he was supposed to be at work, so he could have it
Right,
would
and
have
that
been
one
a
we did have
lot
a
because he worked an hour from home.
right,
So
and we had that comment. Someone had commented on one of our other Summer Wells videos stating that they thought, "Oh, he came home." What we don't know. We don't know.
right.
All right, let's see what else he says.
So that could be marital issues.
There were
But I
talks of
also see
divorce
the
before this
Hierophant
happened.
as a religious aspect. So I don't know if the family is religious,
They
but
are.
perhaps that's where the shame comes in to play. Maybe it's like a religious thing or something, or some sort of something like that. I'm not sure. I also keep hearing accident. There's I feel like, was there a freak accident or something? Like there may have been a freak accident or a mistake or something.
We don't know.
The Strength card is vulnerability. The Sun is reversed and the King of Swords is reversed.
There could have been an accident that was covered up.
I'm
We
really
just don't know.
confused.
Right.
This is really hard to figure out because she's not the only one.
Bad. Well,
Like,
we
I'm
know
really confused. The
Candace's
Sun is
sister
reversed,
disappeared
which is like that's the
before.
unhappiness. But the King of Swords is reversed and the Strength card is reversed, which is like
She's
someone
still missing.
King of
Right.
Swords
And
is
he
an
said she's not
untrustworthy
the
person
only
when it's
one.
reversed. Says one thing, does another. And the Strength card is vulnerability. So that'd be someone that is around them that you should trust, but you can't. And it's weird because it's related to religion somehow.
Ooh, what if it's their pastor or someone at the church? Because the dogs didn't bark, so it could have been someone they knew, and Summer didn't scream. Maybe someone they knew came and took her from the
Right.
church.
Right.
The Seven of Wands is an underdog. The Seven of Cups is upright, which to me is about many possibilities. And the Seven of Pentacles, comfortableness. Wait. So that makes me think that she was chosen for something. That makes me think of like chosen one. Because this would be like plucking someone out of like a group of seven. So it's like, I choose you. And the Seven of Pentacles, see, we're getting sevens. Oh, wait. These are 3 sevens. 777 is like luck. So it's like luck of the draw. So for me, to me, this reads as like, perhaps there's one, maybe she's one of 7. I'm not really sure. But what I can say is this is really rare for this to happen, but it makes me think like you're the chosen one for this. I don't know what that means. Y'all, I'm trying really hard. I'm sorry if I'm not getting very much information. If it's maybe I got some of the people wrong. It's hard. This is really difficult. This one's the hardest reading I've ever done. I'm being honest with you.
Wow.
The 4 of Pentacles. Why am I getting Pentacles?
And he says she's not the only one.
This is like having to give someone something. What does that mean? Why would you have to give someone something? The 10 of Wands, a burden. Was she was really young, right? She wasn't like a problem child
She
or
was
anything.
5.
Someone feels a burden. And then the Queen of Wands is a building anger and frustration. This is weird. There's a lack of emotional expression. The King of Cups is reversed. I see that as empty, like hollow emotions. So for me,
I'm not saying this in any way to, shade any of the family, but I think too, I don't know how to say this.
Just say it.
I think the family is not real intelligent.
Oh, well, yeah. I think we all know that. They're hillbillies.
And so I think a lot is getting lost kind of in translation and how they speak too, because I noticed when in that phone call, he said something and he said it wasn't a matter of like present, past tense and, referring to her. It wasn't something like that, but it was just something that I picked up grammarly that, I knew what he was trying to say, but it wasn't said properly.
Mm-hmm.
And it could have very well, something else could have been taken out of it because he didn't speak it properly. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
I think that's like kind of another obstacle in this whole thing, because even when they spoke to Allie and her son and everything, it was the same way. They're not real intelligent folks, I feel like. And I don't mean that to put them down. I know that's not a nice thing to say, but I just feel like
they're not
stuff is getting
college
lost.
educated.
Right. I just feel like something's getting lost in the speaking, you know, with them and everything.
And that could very well be.
Right.
I almost see it as like a robot, like robotic. So I know a trauma response sometimes is to express emotions robotically. It's hard for me to see what caused that though. The Six of Cups is the past. Pastor. And the Nine of Swords
Right?
is
I
reversed,
said
which is like
pastor.
overthinking, overanalyzing. Someone's living in fear. Someone is living in fear here. Someone's detached emotionally because they're scared.
Wonder if it's Candace.
Why are you
We'll be
crying,
back in
Candy?
1 second, guys.
Someone's living in fear, 100%. It's like not like I'm not even. The Eight of Pentacles is reversed. Waste of.
Not for nothing, but I mean, I would be scared if my child was missing too.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, yeah. But I'm thinking I think that he's meaning it has to do with something like that they took her. Maybe somebody knows and they're terrified for their life, or maybe Summer's living in fear. I mean, who knows? But he said he doesn't feel she's the only one. So it makes you wonder how many others are there.
Right.
Time, King of Wands reversed. Three of Cups. So Three of Cups is a jealousy card. So someone's jealous of someone here. The King of Wands. Okay, I don't know what's going on, but I'm going to explain to you what I'm seeing. I'm not accusing anyone of anything because all of the people could be wrong here, but I'm going to give you an example. That way you can understand what I'm seeing, okay? And I'm not saying that this is what's happening, so don't come for me. I have to give you an example so you can understand the energy.
It's hypothetical, guys.
I'm seeing. I don't know where this applies. I'm going to give you two examples. The first example is very clearly, it's an obvious example where maybe mom was jealous of the attention that the kid was getting from dad, right? That's a type of vibe. Or perhaps it was maybe maybe some religious figure or some sort of church group or something like that instilled some sort of competitive, jealous thing in the middle of this. Like, the only thing I can tell you is there's some level of jealousy in the midst of this. In a competition. So somebody created a competition in this family somehow. I don't know where the competition is, but the competition goes hand in hand with the jealousy. I don't know how that plays a part in this, but it is in there 100%. There's it's a comparing. And it also is confusing to me because the Seven of Cups is one of many. So there's multiple issues. So I don't know if there's multiple victims or multiple situations connected to this King of Wands, Three of Cups scenario. But it also looks to me like this to me reads as open secret. As
what? Open secret?
Yeah.
Meaning lots of people know. So maybe the whole church knows.
Off about the dad. I don't know. This feels like the dad. But the thing is that I also feel like there's something religious that's weird. There's like a religious group that's weird. I don't know who's in charge of the religious group. I don't know what's like. I feel like there are two weird people. Something's off about the dad and the mom, obviously. But there's another person that's weird to me. I just get creepy vibes.
Wonder if it's
the High Priestess is reversed. So that's what I'm saying. That's why it makes me
could
feel
be the
like
pastor.
It's not like spiritual, even though it's pretending to be. And the Eight of Cups is upright with the Three of Wands. It's like trying to run away from this. Oh my God.
Uh-oh. What?
Is this a cult?
Maybe. And
the Three of Wands is reversed in the Eight of Cups in the High Priestess. It's like trying to run away from something. Emperor is very much, this gives me almost like cult-like leader.
Wow.
And the Nine of Wands is walking on eggshells, and the Six of Wands, ego and pride. There's some sort of group that they're a part of. I don't know if it's a church. I don't know what it is, but there's something.
That would make sense how they could get all the boys' stories straight if there's a cult.
It gives cult-like vibes. So I don't know if it's someone that maybe was like trying to start one, or maybe is very similar to one, but it's I think that I think her going missing is related to that. Because to me, it's like, get away from this, run. That's the vibe that I'm getting. So I
Which
don't know
could
if that's
be
why she's missing, or if
Hmm.
they were supposed to run and then she went missing from it. I don't know.
Interesting.
Did she have like a daycare or school or anything? Five of
Do you know?
Pentacles is like my
I don't know.
apprenticeship card.
Just Sunday school.
Like a nanny or
Oh.
anything? The Five of Swords is upright and the Ten of Swords.
So maybe it's a Sunday school teacher. Who knows?
There has to be something.
He's looking at his Twitch chat that's why he's asking those questions. People in
The
his
Five of
Twitch
Swords
chat
is
help
like
him
petty energy.
with those questions he
And
has
it's
because
also
he doesn't
something
do
else.
any
The
research.
Five
He
of
doesn't watch
Pentacles is
any of the
someone
videos.
who
Nothing.
has like power over someone else, and the Ten of Swords is upright. That's like a betrayal. I wonder if someone snitched. That because the reason I ask if there was anything that she was at is because someone snitched. There had to have been some sort of plan, and someone snitched.
And so she got taken.
4 swords, 2 of swords reversed, 9 of pentacles. So that's like, it benefits me to tell on you. What is this? I don't know what this means. 2 of swords reversed and 4 swords. That's like the rejection and the healing of wounds. And the 2 of swords, the decision you can't go back from. Someone snitched. And honestly, it's a weird, petty type of thing, but someone snitched. The 5 of pentacles, someone who has information or holds information over them. That's why I'm like, I don't know where this person is. I don't know if it's a female or male, but I can tell you that this person snitched. They have information and held it over them. This case is weird. Yo, I don't know what I'm getting. There's a lot of underlying threads here.
Oh.
This isn't just a story of a girl gone.
Queen of Cups, 2 of Cups, Star reversed. It's weird. So it looks to me like I do think there's a woman that knows something. I can tell you straight up, I'm feeling like there's a woman who knows something. I don't know if she snitched, if she's the one that snitched. All I know is there's definitely a woman that knows something hardcore. Also, I think we need to stop focusing on the family alone. The Star is reversed and the 2 of Cups is up right here, which means clearly there's something going on between the two of them. Something's off about that relationship. However, the Star being reversed tells me we need to be careful of being distracted.
So everybody's distracted by the parents.
Because there's other people here that are related to other incidences. Ace of Wands, Ace of Cups, and the 4 of Wands. There are other people outside of the home that are related to this that should be either investigated, allegedly, or interviewed or looked at, because there's too much of a focus on the family alone, and some of the pieces are
I believe that.
them.
I believe that wholeheartedly.
You
don't put all your eggs in one basket. And that's what everybody's
also, someone's
doing.
living a complete double life. I can tell you that straight up. The Knight of Swords is reversed, the Page of Cups is reversed, and the Queen of Pentacles is reversed, which means this person is literally living a double life. In terms of their career, in terms of the image that they have, they are literally the exact opposite of what they're pretending to be. It's weird, and it bothers me.
Wonder who that is.
Yeah.
Who's living a double life?
10 of Pentacles is reversed, 2 of Wands is reversed, and Magician is reversed. This is quite literally like someone who you don't want to step on their toes. If you step on their toes, they have a lot of power or money, or at least some sort of influence. And it looks like that's the open secret. So,
wow.
I don't know where this is related to. I have no idea.
So the open secret. So a lot of people know about this person living a double life that has all this power.
Somebody was trying to get away from something. That's the core of this. Somebody was trying to run. I don't know where that relates to. I don't know how it relates. I could be dead wrong. This is the hardest reading I've ever done. It's really difficult to pinpoint who's who in this scenario, especially going in so blind to this reading. It's really difficult for me to place who's who. So if you would like to put in the comments, if you'd like to help or let me know, perhaps we can kind of figure this out and piece this together. This is going to be one that we're going to have to look back on because it's really hard to do another reading pinpoint straight up. We're going to have to kind of put pieces together over time. So sorry if I disappointed you. I'm doing my best here.
No, not at all.
So, and I'm open to being dead wrong. Obviously doing this with respect and trying to hopefully lend a helping hand, because you guys have been hounding me for a while now to do this. And I was a little bit worried about it, but we did it. So I hope you guys liked it. If you did, let me know what other true crime readings you want me to do in the
Wow.
bio, and follow me Twitter, Instagram,
Crazy.
YouTube, TikTok, Twitch, Aphrodite. And until next time, bye guys.
I don't think it's the family, but I never have thought it was the family.
No, I just wonder.
I think that there is stuff that they're not admitting to, like he said, shame in some way. I think that something's not quite right, whether it's a big lie or a little lie, but I don't think they're involved at all. I think there's just something that they're hiding about their life.
Right. I just wonder, I can't help it. It weighs on me. And I really just wonder if it comes out in the end that Candace had nothing to do with it, nothing suspicious to do with it. Are these people going to feel any type of way, any kind of
Are you kidding me? No.
for the things that they've accused her of?
No. Nope.
I mean, how? I can't.
If they were going
imagine-
to, they wouldn't be
can't-
making the videos.
I can't imagine going through what she's going through right now. And then on top of it, to have all these people accusing you of these horrible, horrible things. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm just not a kick them when they're down type of person. And I hope that they have some sort of remorse, and I hope she gets some sort of apology if in the end she didn't have anything to do with it. And if she did, I mean, I'm not saying that she absolutely didn't, but we're just not comfortable putting the speculation that some of the channels are putting out there.
No, not at all. Not at all. Not at all. Because you don't know. So why would you go and say, oh my God, she's laying on milk cartons to keep her cold? Milk is not that cold. Would you have rather than put them in her lap while she's like on top of her while she's sitting in her car seat? She went to the grocery store, people. Come on now.
And
My God.
Somebody had a good point. H was holding those jugs of milk on his lap till they got to his house. And then he took the jugs off and, laid them on the seat where he had been sitting.
Right. Are you not allowed to go grocery shopping with your kids in the car? I mean, seriously.
He was able to get out of that car and walk perfectly fine. His legs weren't frozen or numb or anything.
Exactly. And then the whole, oh my God, her hair being so short is abuse. It's child abuse.
Right?
Please, are you kidding me?
My goodness, guys.
Never have I ever in my life heard all the things that people are coming. They're just coming out of the woodworks. All the crazies are just coming out of the woodworks to speculate on this thing. It's just ridiculous. They just want their 15 minutes of fame. They don't care if it's true or false, but the crazier the speculation is, the more views they're going to get. So they keep doing it.
And it's only hindering. I mean, you can claim that you care about this little girl. You can claim
if you cared, you wouldn't be making all the speculation videos for the views, because you're only doing it for the views, point blank, period.
And some of the stuff that they speculate, I'm wondering who's the sicko here. Like,
right? How do you even come up with that stuff?
Right. I mean, come on.
It literally disgusts me that these people do this. I can't even watch them. I don't click them. I don't want them to get even one single cent from me. If I do click on their video, I have an ad blocker turned on so they get nothing.
Yeah, I scroll right past because I can tell just by
by the thumbnail.
Yes, by the thumbnail or by their title that it is just casting shade. That's all it is.
I can't watch it without getting irate, so I just don't.
Me neither. I can't imagine what the family is going through as a parent. I just honestly cannot imagine. And then to have that.
I love Aphrodite. I'm so glad he did this. Thank you, Aphrodite. Thank you so much.
Yeah, and it looks like he's going to stick with it too and revisit it, which is good.
Yeah, he does really good. You guys should check out his channel, watch some of his past videos. He has a whole playlist of predictions that he that were correct that you can watch, and he does a lot of true crime ones as well. He's got some good true crime up.
Right. And once again, if you missed the beginning of our broadcast, the boys have been removed from the home, and they're also requesting that Candace do another lie detector.
Here's my thoughts on lie detector tests. I wouldn't do another lie detector test because, for one, they're inadmissible in court, and for two, they are highly unreliable. You can get false positives, false negatives. They don't mean anything. The only thing lie detector tests do is help cops to make you think you failed. Like, they'll lie to you. Cops are allowed to lie to you about your lie detector results. If you pass, they can look at you and say, well, you failed. You better just tell me the truth now. Come on clean, buddy. And it's just disgusting. I would never take a lie detector test. Innocent or guilty, I would never.
I agree. I think that's it for the updates for today, guys. But EquiSearch Midwest is there searching this weekend. So prayers that they find something that leads us to summer.
One thing to note too is that he didn't flip any cards that led him to believe she was dead. So that's a good sign.
And I know there is, I think I ran across 2 other psychic readings on YouTube about Summer Wells. So, and the one I know for sure that she works with police. So, I don't know that they asked her to come in. I believe it's something that she's doing on her own, but
volunteering.
Yeah. So hopefully, guys, something comes up about this little girl. It's so heartbreaking. Keep her in your thoughts, your prayers, your, whatever you believe, keep her there. And the family, guys. We don't know what happened for sure, and we don't know what they're going through. So keep them, in your thoughts too.
Yeah.
And if there's any other big updates, we will be back on with them.
Yeah, we'll keep you guys updated.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.